Welcome to AMA Magazine Presents Soul, a weekly entertainment show on fashion, arts and culture, mental health, relationships, travel, and food. Our weekly co-hosts are Carla Hill, Dr. Delvina Thomas, and Chef Irie. Now introducing our host, Miss Nicky Gelin.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to MIA Magazine Presents. So it's going to be a special show tonight. We are actually at the Timeout Market in Miami, so stay tuned for some really cool stuff happening later. But I want to start by saying this. It is Black Business Month, okay? So we are recognizing Black businesses. Submit your favorite Black business to be featured in our monthly newsletter every single week in August. So to submit that Black business, email info@miamediagrp.com. Again, email info@mediagrp.com. Now, a special message from our sponsors. So the SWA, Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach, and the AARP. The show is also brought to you by the John P. Hussman Institute for Human Genomics, University of Miami School of Medicine, African American Black Alzheimer's Disease Initiative. If you're experiencing loss of memory or have those memory problems, or if you know someone that has those memory problems, have them reach out to the research team at 877-686-6444. Again, that is 877-686-6444. Now let's get ready for our show. My first co-host, she is the one and only Dr. Delvina. She is a board-certified psychologist and the host of the Brain Love podcast. So Dr. Delvina, come on over, girl. Yes, you go ahead and take my seat.
Hey guys. Hey Nicky. Hey. She meant psychiatrist. She didn't mean psychologist.
Oh, okay, I take that back. Psychiatrist.
Yes. But hey, anyone who's doing mental health and providing mental health services, big ups to them. Are you ready to take the couch?
Well, we're right here together. Yes, I'm ready.
Well, we're on our makeshift couch, guys. Ooh. We're on our makeshift couch. Happy Hump Day. Listen, Nicky, on the 8th, on Sunday, it was National CBD Day. National CBD Day. I want to talk to people very briefly about CBD.
Okay.
CBD comes from the hemp plant. So some people say it's very similar to cannabis because they're all sort of in the same family of plants.
Yeah.
But CBD doesn't cause a high. So at times people smoke recreational cannabis because they're trying to get high. But we also know that medicinal cannabis exists now.
Right.
However, in a lot of, well, I won't say a lot of states, because a lot of states have actually legalized medicinal cannabis for medicinal use. And some states have also legalized recreational use. But CBD is legal in every state.
Right.
And it's also federally legal. So if you don't want to be concerned about federal sanctions, the federal laws, the laws of your state, CBD is safe. It helps treat your pain. It can help reduce inflammation. It can also help with the follicles, your hair follicles, and help stimulate hair growth. In addition, yes, ma'am.
So it's a form of like biotin?
Very similar.
Okay.
Very similar. I think because of the anti-inflammatory properties, it helps with the follicles to be healthier.
Wow.
So there are different CBD products. You know, there's gummies, there's oil for the hair, there's lotions, there's massage oils, there's all kinds of types of different types of CBD products. But CBD also helps with depression, sadness, anxiety, nervousness, and also insomnia. So people who struggle to sleep, if you use doses high enough at night, you may be able to induce sleep.
And there's no high feeling whatsoever. So what relaxes someone that takes the CBD? Like what causes them to feel relaxed and to feel good and not like in pain per se?
Yeah. So we think there's a lot of mechanisms of action behind it. You would ask this. And so
the artists want to know too.
They want to know.
Yeah.
So one of the things is that CBD can target the dopamine system, the reward system. So that's how it can help with sort of helping you to feel better. The inflammation comes from a lot of different properties of the hemp plant. So it helps basically reduce the inflammation.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, understood. But with the one that you do get for high, does it also reduce inflammation as well, or does it perform differently in the body? Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
cannabis is not, people will make claims that cannabis will do all sorts of different types of things. You know, some doctors push it for glaucoma. A lot of doctors will push cannabis for chronic pain as well as seizure disorders, but also in Florida we use it for PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. So, you know, it's just one of those things where if you've tried a lot of pharmacological agents, you try prescription pills, and it just doesn't fit well for you, you have side effects, it doesn't work, sometimes you gotta try alternative interventions. So I would encourage everyone to read about CBD, not necessarily medicinal cannabis, but read about CBD and see, maybe it's a good option for you. Don't buy it over the counter, don't buy it on Amazon, don't buy it on the internet. Go to an office where they specialize in CBD products like DRT Brain Love, DRT Behavioral Services.
I heard that DRT Brain Love. Okay.
All right.
All right.
So say Brain Love.
Brain Love.
Bye, guys. Have a great rest of the week. And listen to Community Matters Sunday morning at 5 a.m. I almost forgot the time. And my Brain Love podcast Sunday night at 8 p.m. Ciao.
Ciao. And now over to my next co-host. He is a personal and private chef. He's also the host on Tasty Island on American Public Television. Chef Irene.
What's up, Nicky? What's up? Am I here? Yes, I am
yes,
here.
Yes, you are here.
With you. Oh my God, we're in person. What are we talking about today?
You tell me.
By the way, where is your drink?
Oh yeah, I got a toast to the chef. You know.
Is that hers? Right there.
Oh, look at
there
that. Yes.
Come on now.
All right.
You know, we can't break tradition. Come on, son. We actually get the eye. Look in the eye. Look in the eye. We silly over here. Listen. So, it's still summertime. And that, you know, lovely, gorgeous food on the grill. But we're not talking about the grill. But what's one thing that you love that's a vegetable that you eat off the grill?
Oh my God!
And you can remember from Jamaica.
A vegetable?
Vegetable.
Or a vegetable? Man, off the grill, roast corn. Yes.
Yes. So we're going to talk just a little bit about corn today. Yes. And why am I talking about corn? It seems random. But I was looking at a video last night, and you know these TikTok videos, and someone put a corn in a pot with salt and oil, and miraculously popcorn. But what was wrong about that? The type of corn was wrong, so it was impossible to get popcorn out of the corn that she was using. So I said, you know what? I'm going to talk a little bit about some of our corn. So here in the United States, we love and grow sweet corn, right? So, which is different from the corn that we grew up in Jamaica. But that corn, you can boil it, you can roast it and shell off the kernels. Yes. But here in the States, you don't do that. Because of the type of corn that we grow here. And traditionally, they grow maybe 5 or 6 different types of corn.
Wow.
And the ones that we're familiar with seeing is the sweet corn, and the corn that's used in a lot of products and byproducts for that corn, the dead corn. So some of the things that we use corn, ethanol for the power of vehicle, pharmaceuticals, makeup. Boom.
Well, I'm wearing corn right now.
You may be wearing some corn right now, girl. You may be wearing some corn. Cereals. Used a lot in cereals. And of course, sugars, corn syrup, stuff like that.
Okay, corn syrup.
Just corn syrup.
Right.
Yeah. So, there's so many different things and so many usage that we get from our corn. So one of the things that you need to look for when you are buying your corn in the store, especially if you're buying it fresh. And so the season for corn is May to the end of September. And the height of the season is right around now, late July, early August. And so the husk of the corn is nice and vibrantly green, and the ears of the corn, the silk, needs to be lightly brown. Now, if the husk is brown and dry, that is not going to be some good quality. It's going to be dry corn, all right? So that is not going to be worth your while, all right? So we got the types of corn are flint, dent, popcorn, and ornamental corn.
Okay.
What's ornamental corn, you ask?
I'm like, is it going to Christmas tree?
Yes, Indian corn. Yes, and it is grown specifically to look good, because it's not consumed much. But when you grow up in on Indian reservations and plantations and stuff,
Yeah.
you can use that corn. So they will grate that corn to make corn masa. But mostly, it's for decorative purposes.
Okay.
So when you go to Mexico and you're craving for that elote, which is the boiled roast corn, and you put the mayonnaise and the chili pepper and the butter and the salt and the herbs. Think about the type of corn that you're eating. All right?
That's gourmet corn.
That is gourmet corn.
That is gourmet corn.
Yeah. So it sounds random, but we consume so much of it, and to think that even as much of the sweet corn we consume, the United States produces more of the corn that's used to feed animals, the dent corn. They produce more of that than anything else. Because, we need to sell some stuff. We need to feed some cattle. We need to make some pharmaceuticals. We need to do a lot of stuff. Outside of our human consumption. So there you go. Corn, look when you're in the store and you're looking at your corn, check it out. Make sure your corn is nice and fresh, And we're here at Chicken Jones, right?
Yes.
So corn and fried chicken.
Oh, yes.
Trust me.
Corn and fried chicken.
Corn and fried chicken.
Yes,
Is the home. Like a corn salad, a corn salsa, a roast corn with some fried chicken. I'm just saying, some corn muffins and some fried chicken. I'm just saying.
Get it on the menu.
Yes.
That's a good touch.
Some brandy corn syrup over some chicken. I'm just saying.
We're about to eat some chicken too. All right.
We back.
All right, Chef. Cheers. Salud.
Salud. Woo. Yeah, remember, Ricky Smile Morning Show this Friday, yes, at 9:30 a.m. Salute, baby.
Salud.
Woo.
Don't get inside into the plate.
Why? I'm not working now.
I'm kidding.
So again, everybody, we are here at Chicken Jones in Miami Beach. My co-hosts are about to indulge on the famous, tasty, delicious, crispy chicken, honey chicken, bucket chicken. Yes, that. And here we go. So I'm here with AMARIS. Again, she is just so gorgeous, y'all.
Oh, certainly, darling.
Thank you. So what do we have in front of us? I'm going to bring it up close
Okay.
so our audience can see. But
Let's cut in half. But
okay.
And I want you to take a bite. I want maybe Irie to take a bite.
Yes, chef, we need your pallets over here. We need your pallets.
This is our original chicken sandwich. So it's our crispy, super crispy, 24-hour marinated chicken thigh with sharp cheddar, our love sauce, which is our house ranch, pickled onions, pickles, and romaine lettuce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's our original sandwich, and it's super yummy.
Chef, you want to go ahead and
What am I doing?
I trust
What am I doing? What am I doing? Am I doing? Man, all my bracelet off up in this stuff. All right, damn, girl.
Damn, girl.
There we go.
Look at baby. Look at that. Look at that. All right, yeah. Mouth. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Look at that.
And then I need someone else to try the hot sandwich.
Oh, and this is right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dr. Delvina.
I'll gladly do it.
Yes. So this is the hot sandwich.
Chicken sandwich on fire.
Yes.
That's the hot
Yeah,
sandwich.
slight kick to it. Nice,
I'm not reading, but I had the hot sandwich.
nice tang. Good.
Oh, baby, baby. Baby.
And it's crispy still. And it's
Can I try my
still
sandwich,
juicy.
please?
Well marinated.
Mm.
They're letting it overnight.
tender.
The
It looks
crumbs.
very
I'm
tender.
eating the crumbs off
And this
Yeah, so this one
So
is
make sure you're
now
going down the Chicken Jones, down at Time Out Market, down here at South Beach. Yeah, man.
yeah, right. He would be proud of me with this one because it has a hot component, so it's a Sir Jones hot.
Oh, you're going to give me that one first.
I know. He probably wants that hot honey with the cabbage slaw. So I want, baby, who's going to try this?
Dr. Delvina?
I'm going to try this. Okay.
All right.
Mr. Doctor. Hi. Dr. Delvina.
Yeah. Woo! Okay. Look at, she was waiting on this moment.
honey.
She was waiting.
Delicious.
Yes, crispy, nice and tender.
This is the best chicken sandwich I've ever had.
Really?
Ma'am. And this is it's spicy, but it has something sweet about it. It's a little sweet. It's very tender. It's moist. This is delicious.
It's everything.
Ari, you should try this one too. Take a bite of that one. I think
yes,
you really
yeah.
I think Dr. Delvina should feed me a piece of this one. I'm just saying.
Look at that, y'all. Lordy.
My mouth is big.
All right. Yes.
It ain't COVID out
And then
here.
we
No.
have,
Now we're going to talk about the kale salad, right?
yeah, so this is
That's
a
all
loaded,
Nicky.
it's a loaded kale salad. It has crispy onions, pickled onions, roasted mushrooms, cucumber, feta cheese, homemade balsamic dressing, and some Dijon dressing.
Oh my
It's
God.
super filling. And this, you can either get it
I need
with
a
a side
chicken
of
wing.
fried chicken or a side of grilled meat, chopped grilled chicken as well.
Oh, I see. Okay. Got it. Oh my gosh, it smells good.
So you can just get the salad by itself, or you can just fling some fried chicken on top of it,
Or grilled
with
chicken.
our side of sweet potato biscuits on the side of it,
Yeah.
and just make it wholesome.
I'm telling
You
you.
get bit go.
Chef.
No.
I can
It's
show
all
them.
you.
I
It's all
can
you.
show them. You know, hold on. Here we go. Oh, it's crispy.
Yeah.
It's crispy. It's flavorful. I can taste the feta cheese in it.
Yeah.
I love feta cheese. Me too. And I can definitely eat this with a side of a biscuit.
Right? And the
Soak it
biscuit,
up.
I think the biscuits disappeared.
Right here.
Oh, I thought they ate them. These are famous sweet potato biscuits. And it comes with a candy rum butter. And anyone that knows me knows that the biscuits come to anything that I cook. I mean, I received these 1,000 times.
Right. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to dip it in the butter.
Of course.
Let's go ahead. Okay, my mouth is so watering right now. Hold on. Let's grab some of this right. Oh, it's flaky. It's nice and flaky.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like pillowy.
What do you call it?
It's very pillowy.
Oh, it is. It is.
You
Yeah.
know, sometimes when you get biscuits
Yes.
and they kind of hard, they look good on the outside,
Yeah.
but then you open them and they're dry.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's kind of like
Chicken
that.
sandwiches.
It's very moist. All right, y'all.
But, yeah.
Yes.
The butter definitely
I'm sorry.
has an extra taste. It melts in your mouth.
Yeah, so cool, right? And then we have our fries.
Let me go grab
These are
it.
buckets too.
This is a loaded fries,
So
right?
these are the loaded fries. I've had this on my other menu in South Street. And I'm making a way back to Chicken Jones.
Nice.
So they're loaded with jalapenos, onions, feta cheese, Cajun spice. Super simple, but really filling and really delicious. So somebody's sneaking a fry.
Look at somebody
from the
trying to
back.
sneak a fry. We see you over
I
there
mean,
sneaking a fry.
like,
Okay. No, this is so wonderful. Again, everything is so tasty. Oh, we have the buckets.
So we have the buckets of chicken.
Oh, here it is. Yes.
Don't worry, Chef Ari's coming.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, look at this.
So this is the 4-piece Jones Hot
That's
Chicken
all right.
Bucket. They come with drums. This week I had drums and wings available.
Yeah.
So it's our signature Jones Hot Honey glaze. First the chicken is fried, and then we dip it in the chili oil, and then we glaze it with the Jones Hot Honey.
I can see the glazing. Is that like a toast underneath it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a little toast.
And it's
that
so
red.
red.
We had that white bread and that red. It's giving you that vibe.
Guys, y'all come and check it out. Chicken Jones. We're about to after the show is done, you know what we're about to do, right? We're about to turn all of this up. So we're about to go down. Thank you so
Thank you for
much.
having me. Thank you for coming.
Of course. And
Chicken Jones. So CHICK apostrophe N Jones. And so Chicken Jones, Chicken Jones, Chicken Jones.
Exactly.
At Chicken Jones, Instagram and Twitter.
And what about Sunday? Sunday's a different menu, right?
Sunday's the same menu, but we also include our famous waffles. We have the Jolton Hot chicken served with the cheddar chive waffle, and then my traditional chicken and waffle as well. Two different styles. They glide out.
Oh my God! Right. Y'all better come until if it's sold out.
Noon on Sundays, and I suggest people get here at least by 2 o'clock because those waffles go very fast.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll come and check out the bag and everything. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Okay. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
So, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, tomorrow is Thursday. Lunch with legacy leaders. Interview. Okay, so we're about to now. I had a chance to speak to culinary chef AMARIS Jones. We're going to go ahead and show the interview right now. Special guest tonight. I am extremely inspired. She is a lifestyle maven. She's a chef. She has produced events. She's worked with athletes and celebrities. And she recently launched the modern chicken concept, Chicken Jones, in Miami Beach. So AMARIS Jones, thank you so much for being our guest tonight. Very inspiring. How's it going?
It's going well. Thank you for having me, Nikki. It's a pleasure.
Awesome. Okay, so let's get right into it. So again, you've worked with celebrities, personal chef. You've done a lot of pop-ups and curated a lot of different, I guess, dine-in soulful experiences.
Yes.
So given that you wear multiple hats, but
yes.
I am gathering that your passion mainly falls or lies within food. It's cooking.
Yes. Yes.
So where does that stem from?
It comes from growing up, just having a love for cooking and food and watching the women in my daddy's church cook. And, they would raise money for the church and for the community by serving meals. So that's pretty much where the inspiration came from, on top of my mother's side of the family just being dynamic cooks and my mother being a dynamic cook and just watching her. And also having my dad have a love for world cuisine. So he would take us all over the place, all over the US, and we would try cuisines that were inspired from all over the world. I remember having food from the North Carolinas and the Cherokee Reservation from Native Americans, having a blue corn at a very young age and having the dishes prepared by them. Or just some fresh shrimp being caught in South Carolina and having that at a very young age. So it's kind of been in me for a very, very long time. So I professionally got into the business outside of the lifestyle management and the event production is when I actually opened my first restaurant, which was in 2012, 11 or 12. It was called South Street. So that's pretty much how that food in a professional way started.
Wow. Okay. So really quickly, just to kind of backtrack. So again, you wear many hats, and I know in the 2000s is when you kind of first started and kind of seeing what direction the universe would take you. So
yeah,
the first restaurant. Yeah. So your first restaurant was opened in 2011, 2012, and that was kind of in the new design district, what we call it now.
Yes. Okay. It was the design district then, but it was literally there was only about 3 or 4 stores outside of the design stores, but luxury brand stores that were there. So I really was there right prior to what it is. I was there before everything, really
for the whole what it is right now, because it's totally different. Yeah,
completely different. I mean, I was across the street still. Prada was across the street. Margiela was there. There's a few staple luxury stores that were around me, and they welcomed South Street, which was really cool because all the sales reps and the managers from these stores used to come in and then enjoy lunch with us. So it was really cool, but it wasn't where it is now. It was kind of a hidden gem and a destination, definitely. But it was a lot of fun. It was short-lived, but a lot of fun. There was a lot of lessons. There was some great food coming out that kitchen, very, very small kitchen. We did our thing for sure.
So now I'm going to segue now into this whole new journey, this whole new inception. So Chicken Jones recently launched. And so tell us about the concept behind it. You're back in the market. So tell us the story behind Chicken Jones.
Well, when I was a little girl, my father used to take us to, as I mentioned earlier, to all these different restaurants. And once in a blue moon, we were allowed to have fried chicken. We didn't have fried chicken, growing up, fried chicken is always a process. So it was like once in a while, my mother decided she would fry up some chicken. It would be like once in a while. But if we went out to dinner, there was also like a special occasion to just treat us. So I remember going to I believe Church's Chicken and a few other places, but I distinctly remember a place called Chicken George. Chicken George was a Black-owned franchise that was started in Baltimore, Maryland, and it made its way to have some franchises in Philadelphia, Ohio, Jersey, I believe New York, in the 80s. We would go there. And I just remember the flavors of that chicken and a dirty rice they used to serve with it. And it just was something that always stood in the back of my head, which was always there in my soul, only because it was Black owned and it was a franchise. And I thought that was fascinating. So fast forward to 20 years later, 30 years later, after I launched South Street, I said, when South Street closed, I said, what was my top selling item there? And it was we had smothered turkey chops, and then we had the fried chicken. And I thought about those moments as a little child, and I thought about that franchise, Chicken George, and I said, you know what, I want to do something similar to this, it's kind of like to pay homage to what that was. And I came up with the name Chicken Jones.
And well, your last name is Jones too, so hey, there you go.
It makes sense, right?
It makes sense.
It makes sense. It's a really easy name to remember. I came up with this idea like years ago, actually. And I just started doing like these pop-up fried chicken events. I did one at the Forge restaurant for like 2.5 years. I did it every Sunday. Then I would do it, at Panther Coffee and different hotels and just different locations. I mean, I flew to Seattle to do a pop-up event there, Los Angeles, different areas, and then I just finally, right at the beginning of the pandemic, is when I was actually going to launch it, which was my birthday. That my birthday was in March. The beginning of March 2020, I was signing a lease at another food hall for Chicken Jones, and then the pandemic hit, and I was like, okay, it's good to take it back now. So, I like to take inspired action, and as we were going through all the emotions of the pandemic, let me just, once I'm inspired again, I'll put this to the forefront.
Right.
And then the opportunity came to do a residency inside a Timeout Market in Miami Beach. I signed a 6-month lease, just really to test the brand and launch it. So it's a 6-month lease. I may extend it. I'm really testing the brand, and it's a really great way to have a small space, but make a big impact.
Well, there's a lot of buzz. Yeah. There's so much buzz. I mean, Deborah Cox.
Really?
Deborah Cox, yes.
Oh,
Deborah
that's my girl.
Popped up. You know what I'm saying?
So
Deborah.
sweet. Yeah. So sweet. That was so nice.
Yeah.
I really appreciated that. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. So I see there's going to be like an extension. It's going to go beyond 6 months. I mean, there's such a huge buzz. I mean, yes. And so my co-host and I were going to be there later on, of course, to try.
I can't wait to see you. I'll be in the kitchen in an hour or so. So
yeah. So what are some dishes we can expect?
Well, anyone that loves South Street, I kept some of my staple items on the menu. So people that are familiar with the brand, I just kind of brought some of those items there along with the fried chicken. And the fried chicken is very special because It's marinated and brined in a mustard herb base, and it's not marinated in any. It's not dredged in egg or buttermilk, so it's dairy free. And it's always been like that since the beginning of before when I first had my first restaurant. So we have that chicken, and then you have some beautiful sweet potato biscuits that are always available with the candied rum butter. And people that know me know that I've been doing these biscuits since the restaurant. Um, and you have a beautiful kale salad that's on the menu. We have these loaded fries, spicy fries. We call it loaded fries. I did a version of those fries on an Oprah Winfrey Network on a show called Food Fantasies, which aired November of 2020. So I did a version of those fries. Those are inspired by these fries I used to get on South Street in Philadelphia, and I had them on my South Street restaurant menu. So I brought them back, and they're like a top seller. We have this Jones Hot Honey chicken sandwich that's been flying out the door. It's a beautiful hot. It's your traditional chicken sandwich, and then I brush a beautiful hot honey on there, and it's served with on a brioche bun with a cabbage slaw, which is really delicious. And then I have a traditional, or I call it the original chicken sandwich, which has Munster cheese, shredded local green lettuce from Imagine Farms, which is based in Little Haiti. I have that on top of that with some pickled veggies, and that's a really yummy sandwich as well. And then there's two different types of chicken buckets. One is the original, and one has that Jones and Hot Honey. So,
oh my goodness! Okay, so you know, I do have another question. So I know that you're also Rick Ross's personal chef, and you help him drop 80 pounds. Okay,
Right.
So you're health conscious, but then we also got like the fried chicken. We got the biscuits. So how do you keep balance?
You just keep a balance. You just kind of like just know, pay attention what your body is telling you. And with Ross, I did not give him fried chicken for sure. We did not at all. We just kept it lean protein and veggies. We were very strict with it without compromising the flavor. We kept that soulful Southern Caribbean-ish flavors in all of his food, and he was able to do it along with his workouts. Wow. And then we did a lot of like juices with his workouts. So, and that's how I pretty much eat. I just, make sure I have some vegetables. And you can, with Chicken Jones, what's great about it is that you don't have to have a bucket of chicken and fries and a biscuit all at once. You can just do your bucket of chicken and maybe a salad if you're health conscious and you don't want to go overboard. There's different ways that you can, and you just take your time, bless your food.
Balance,
And
everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation. Absolutely.
There you go. And Nicky says YOLO. So if you want that fried chicken, get the fried chicken.
Get the fried chicken.
Get the kale salad.
Get whatever you want. But just always, put good intentions into everything that you eat before you eat it. That's what I tell people. It's just like when you were little, you said your grace, you blessed your food. Put that intention in there.
And enjoy
it.
So what's the journey been like being a woman of color? Like, again, you wear many hats. So what are some obstacles and some successes that you've seen along the way?
As a chef?
As a chef, yeah.
Yeah, as a chef, yeah. It's, these chef kitchens, these professional restaurants are predominantly white male chefs. And it's been a challenge. It has been a challenge. I've always felt, even as a guest chef, I remember going, where was that? It was Portland or Seattle. I had to do a guest chef event. I was catering for one of the NFL clients in the anniversary, and I was in a really well-known popular chef's kitchen. And they would just give you this look, that look like, oh, what is she going to do in here? And just really not give you the respect that that you deserve. And you just kind of like put your head down, you work, push the food out. Don't let them push over you. And just show them what you can do. And I've been like, I literally would get this look and this feeling when you were walking, like many times when I walk into those kitchens as a guest chef. But I just overcame that with, just my confidence.
Yep.
You just have to just your confidence and, my work ethic,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and so again, you've been featured on the Oprah Winfrey Show. You have like worked with celebrities. You had your restaurant, and now we have Chicken Jones. So what is like one? I'm sure there's many successful stories you can share with us, but what is one that stands out to you?
As a chef,
As a chef? Yeah.
I just think just being celebrated when my first restaurant opened and just people from all walks of life walking into that place and enjoying the food. I think that was just a really, even though it was short lived, that really launched my chef career. That restaurant really launched my career in food. So I am really grateful for that opportunity. You know, there was some, we closed very early, it was short lived. It was an embarrassment, but I got over that, you know. I got over that hump, that failure. And sometimes you're going to have to fail over and over and over again to be extremely successful. So, and I know that now. So I'm not afraid to fail. So I just keep going.
Oh my gosh, but you have so much support. Like the community loves you. I mean,
Oh,
a lot of backing. Yes, everybody. I mean, I've been on your Instagram page. I read your bio, I've been on your website. Like I've done my research, and everybody just loves who you are, your work, your contribution to the community. So, and very inspiring. And you're a woman you're a Black woman. You're representing us. So
yes, I'm continue to do that.
yeah.
And when you go, what's interesting is like I'm on the Miami beach. There's not that many Black owned restaurants on the beach. But I want people to know that this is Black owned. So, you know, even in my stall at Chicken Jones, I make it known, and I have a celebration of Black women. The way I'm making it known is I have these vintage Black Barbies. They're on display, and they're doctors or lawyers, they're teachers. There's a Rosa Parks, there's an Oprah, there's a vintage Star Wars, there's a Miami Heat woman, Black woman. They're all vintage Black Barbies, but that was my way to celebrate Black women, to show them this is a Black owned, woman owned business, to show the masses. Yeah.
So what would you tell your younger self, and how old would you be?
Oh, Lord. This question. I think I would be at the prime age, right before puberty. And there's going to be some challenges that come your way, but just never give up and never take anything personal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That part.
That part.
Well, Amaris, thank you so much. My co-host and I, we're going to be there in a few to taste.
I can't wait to see you. Awesome. Yes. I'll see you soon.
Try those biscuits. Oh, I keep hearing about it. So
Okay, we'll see you in a few minutes.
Awesome. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Bye. Wow, what an amazing show we had tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. My crew over there right now, they are turning up that chicken. The kale salad was so good with the biscuit. Ooh. And the candied rum butter. Oh my gosh. So again, come by and visit Chicken Jones. So this show is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. But tomorrow is Lunch with Legacy Leaders with AMARIS Jones. So tune in tomorrow on Facebook. Visit MIA Media GRP tomorrow at 12 o'clock. And we'll see you next week.